Hey, what's up, guys? Just a quick kind of TNA review of last night. Impact. There wasn't really anything like that wowed me in this show. It was just kind of a boring, bland show. I don't know. There's a couple things to look forward to that I'm interested in, but for this show, it was kind of whatever. But in the beginning, we had some stupid Immortal crap, like always. Like they're, it seems like the past couple weeks they're always in the ring at the beginning of the show. It's just stupid. Um, but then Fortune, well, Jeff Jarrett gets on the mic after Eric Bischoff, and he invites Fortune out to the ring. Of course, Fortune comes out. And uh, Jarrett continues talking about how he made them and how blah blah blah, and they Fortune agrees that he did give them their shot and everything, but they turn it around and they kind of remind him that they were the guys that have been there from the beginning. They built TNA from the ground up, which they did. Especially AJ Styles. I think if AJ Styles was one of the original TNA superstars, TNA wouldn't be as big as it is today. But a big fight breaks out, between them, Fortune and Immortal. And out comes Steiner, Crimson, and Angle to kind of even the odds a little bit for Fortune. It was this stupid, typical gang fight like they always do. It's just dumb. Apparently Hernandez is back, which is kind of cool. They showed him in Eric Bischoff's office. They're talking about something. You didn't really know what, but kind of telling him to hurt people and do what you're known for, whatever. I don't know. Anyway, next match was a 6-man tag team table match. We had Bully Ray, the Pope, Matt Hardy versus RVD, Samoa Joe, and Devon. The Pope and Samoa Joe and went in the back again. I don't know where they went. They seem to keep going in the back. I don't know why. And that's the last you see of them. RVD and Matt Hardy kind of fight on the outside. Take each other out. I don't know. But it leaves Bully Ray and Devon fighting, and of course Bully Ray goes to the barricade again and starts talking trash to Devon's sons, who are there again. I guess finally they're kind of sick of it, and Bully Ray goes to get back in the ring, and he's on the apron before he gets in the ring, and Devon's son jump over the barricade and hold his legs on the side of the ring, so he can't get in and can't get down, and they help Devon put him through the table. So I guess Devon's team won. Last time I checked, in a 6-man tag team match. This may just be in WWE, but you have to get all 3 members through the tables. I don't know. Maybe it's different with TNA, but whatever. So that was the end of that match. Next, we had the Jeff Jarrett and Kurt Angle contract signing for their match at again, I think it's Against All Odds or something like that. I forgot which. I don't know. But they made new stipulations. If Kurt wins, he gets custody of his kids. And if Kurt loses, Jeff and Karen will renew their vows, and Kurt must give away the bride. Which this shit is just getting stupid. Okay, this is wrestling. Yeah, there's parts that are drama, and it's kind of like soap opera at times, like especially back in like WWF Attitude Era. But I mean, this is just ridiculous, like this is stupid. Back when WWF did the whole thing with Stephanie McMahon marrying Test, and then Triple H ruining it and all that shit, that was well planned. They did that well. This crap is just stupid. It's like a bad reality show. But anyway, the next match was an 8 knockouts tag team match. And it was Sarita and her cousin Rosita, which we were told her debut would be this week. Madison Rayne and her tag team partner, I forgot her name right now. Versus Angelina Love, Velvet Sky, Winter, and Mickie James. And first I have to say, there's horrible chemistry between Sarita and her cousin. I don't know if that was meant in the show, if they meant that to look like that, or if it was really not good chemistry. But it just turned me off of the match. And Rosita didn't really have very impressive in-ring skills to me. Even though she won the match with a kind of a nice moonsault on Mickie James. Or no, not on Mickie James. I think it was on was it on Velvet Sky? I think. But yeah, that was like only one good move she had. The rest was kind of so-so. And of course there were issues between the beautiful people in Winter. I don't know how that's going to turn out. But after the match, Mickie calls Madison back in the ring. She's tired of being attacked from behind. There's kind of a boring back and forth between them. Madison saying that, she's in her prime, and saying that Mickie James is kind of yesterday's news, I guess, and should kind of good wrestlers know when to hang up their boots. But whatever. She's definitely not out of her prime. She's great. But anyway, then we go backstage, and Rude and Styles are getting ready for their tag team match tonight. And Kurt Angle comes, and he's like, do it for me. If I was in the match, I would destroy Jeff Jarrett. And Rude gets up and he goes, "What did you just say?" And he says something. He's like, no, before that. And he goes, "If I was in the match, I would destroy Jeff Jarrett." It's not exactly what he said. I'm not saying word for word, but you get the idea. And Rude volunteers himself out of the match so that Kurt Angle can tag with AJ Styles and go against Jeff Hardy and Jeff Jarrett. So that was cool. I never saw him as the kind of guy that would do that, would volunteer himself out of the match. But anyway, so the next match was a TNA World Heavyweight Championship match. The winner faces Jeff Hardy at Against All Odds in a ladder match. Before the match, Hardy comes out. This is after Anderson and Matt Morgan come out and do their entrance and everything. Jeff Hardy comes out with a customized ladder but I guess he painted, which kind of looks cool. And he sets it up ringside and sits on top of it, so I guess he gets a bird's eye view of the match. Anyway, the match was pretty good. I kind of like matches with Anderson and Matt Morgan. They're pretty good. But during the match, the ref gets knocked out, and Hernandez comes out and attacks Morgan outside, kind of helping Anderson get the win. And I was like, why are you helping Anderson get the win when it doesn't matter who? I don't know. But then after the match, and keep in mind, Mr. Anderson doesn't realize that Hernandez attacked Matt Morgan. He just gets the pin, and they both get up and kind of raise each other's hands, a good sign of kind of respect and everything. And after the match, Hernandez attacks Anderson and Morgan again with low blows and everything, and Jeff Hardy gives one of them a swanton. I forgot which one, but whatever. Then you go backstage again, and Bully Ray challenges challenges to change the match to kind of a handicapped street fight. So it's going to be Bully Ray versus Devon and his sons, and Devon accepts. So it's going to be Bully Ray versus Devon and his two sons, which I'm kind of excited to see how that goes. Next match was another triple threat qualifying match for, I think, the X Division title. It was Brian Kendrick versus Robbie E versus Suicide. And yes, Suicide made his return. Robbie and Suicide start the match while Brian is still kind of doing his meditation thing, sitting there. It was kind of stupid. Finally, he gets up and gets involved in the match. But a distraction by Cookie gives Robbie E the pin on Brian Kendrick. So the winner is Robbie E. This is just getting stupid. I mean, all the bad wrestlers are getting the wins. I don't get it. And I don't mean bad like bad guys. I mean they're not good wrestlers in general, really. To me, we had qualified. Jeremy Buck qualified, Max Buck qualified, and now Robbie E qualified. What the hell's going on here? But anyway, next was the big match. Jeff Jarrett and Jeff Hardy versus AJ Styles and Kurt Angle. Originally was Robert Roode in the match, but again, like I said, he volunteered himself out. And the announcers kept calling this a dream tag team match, which to me this is not even close to a dream match. A dream match to me would be like the Motor City Machine Guns versus the Hardy Boys, a little bit younger, and Edge and Christian in a triple threat tag team ladder match. That would be a dream tag team match to me. That would be awesome. But anyway, and some small annoyances I had with this match were with ring attire. I know, stupid things like this bother me, but Jeff Hardy had the green sleeves. How he has different colored sleeves on his whatever, and green belt, and his face was blue. I was like, why? That doesn't even go together well at all. Come on. I know he's all freedom of expression, but dude, no. And AJ's entrance attire was all white. He had these white pants and the white kind of vest thing that he wears. So I was assuming he has new tights that are white. But he has the blue tights, and I was like, why would you wear... I don't know. I have little pet peeves with stuff like that, you know.